By the end of the 20th century, the U.S. had firmly cemented its place as a leader in combat aviation. Aircraft like the Lockheed Martin F-22 Raptor and Northrop Grumman B. Two Spirit looked like futuristic marvels, unmatched by any nation. Meanwhile, China was just starting to move away from Soviet-inspired designs and develop its own. But today, things have changed. Chinese skies now feature jets resembling American models, and intelligence reports show growing concern about comparable capabilities. So, are China's aircraft truly equal to America's, or just visual copies lacking deep tech? F47, America's Next Gen Fighter. Let's start with the Next Generation Air Dominance, NGAD program, currently the most ambitious and expensive U.S. project. Boeing recently won a contract over Lockheed and Northrop to develop the 6th Gen F47, also known as a penetrating counter-air fighter. According to the U.S. President, the experimental F-47 has been flying in secret for almost 5 years, confirming earlier Air Force claims that flight tests began in 2020. It's set to replace the F-22 Raptor and serve as a core brain of a whole ecosystem, integrated with drones and other man-unmanned systems. Unlike the Raptor, the F-47 will cost less, with the U.S. planning to acquire 200 to 300 units, replacing the current 180-plus F-22S. Its tailless stealth design, visible canards, and adaptive engines, 35,000 to 40,000 lb-ft thrust, will allow speeds over Mach 2 and a range exceeding 1,500 miles. It will come in manned and unmanned versions, adaptable to each mission, and carry hypersonic missiles, drone swarms, and eventually combat lasers. Already in development by firms like Lockheed. China's 6th Gen Fighter, the J-36. In contrast, China's 6th Gen program remains highly secretive. However, in December, footage surfaced showing test flights of Chengdu J-36 and Shenyang J-50 over Chengdu, sparking intense speculation. Both aircraft appear to have tri-jet, tailless flying wing designs, with the 36 marking on one confirming its tentative name. Analysts believe Chengdu is behind a heavier J-36, while Shenyang likely handles a lighter J-50, both spotted during December 2024 tests. It's unclear if these jets are part of one unified project or two parallel programs. The J-36 may use a domestic WS-15 engine or new, undisclosed power plant. Its estimated range is 1,200 miles, slightly below the NGAD. The biggest gap lies in network integration. U.S. jets will function as nodes in the global C3I ISR system, command, control, communications, intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance. In contrast, China's doctrine is more localized, lacking full global connectivity. So, while the J-36 may achieve solid stealth performance in the coming decade, it likely won't match the deeply integrated, tech-rich air dominance network the U.S. is building through NGAD. F-35 Lightning II. Another major step in U.S. multi-role air power was the 5th-generation F-35 Lightning II from Lockheed Martin. By 2022, over 1,000 units had been produced. Its unmatched ability to adapt to any mission and strike quickly made a favorite among U.S. allies. Designed with stealth, advanced avionics, and sensor fusion, the F-35 delivers exceptional situational awareness and target engagement range. A major challenge was its mission system software. Even the earlier Block 3F version included 8.6 million lines of code. The latest Block 4 upgrade boosts performance further. It required 50% more bleed air cooling to support a tech refresh, which include a new display processor and memory. Engine upgrades are also underway. Eventually, the F-35 will operate alongside NGAD platforms and CCA drones. Lockheed's goal: give the F-35 around 80% of the F-47's capabilities at half the cost. China's J-35. China's answer to the F-35 is the J-35, also known as J-31 or FZ-31, a stealth, multi-role fighter built to hit both air and ground targets. It uses the KLJ-7A radar, similar to the US and /PG-81, and a helmet display system comparable to the BAE Striker. In September 2023, China announced the first flight of the J-35A, a land-based variant originally built for aircraft carriers, with different wings and landing gear. Like the J-20, the J-35 faced controversy. In 2013, U.S. officials stated that Chinese hackers had stolen F-35 program data, helping China fast-track its own fifth-gen designs. J-35 versus F-35. The J-35 closely resembles the F-35 in shape and size, but it's still behind. While it uses a stealth-friendly nose and low-angle design, it lacks the sense of fusion and real combat experience of the F-35, which has flown missions in Iraq, Syria, and Afghanistan. For now, the J-35 remains in test phases only. F-22 Raptor. The legendary F-22 Raptor, America's first stealth fighter, remains a symbol of air dominance and secrecy. Export of the Raptor is banned by U.S. law, protecting its advanced tech. Every inch of its body is built for stealth, with smooth curves, aligned panels, and radar-evading edges. Its two Pratt & Whitney F119 engines produce 35,000 pounds of thrust each and allow for supercruise, flying at supersonic speed without afterburners. Recently, the F-22 has served as a testbed for next-gen tech. In 2021, it was spotted with mysterious mirror-like coating, likely a radar-deflecting skin. New upgrades include sensors, antennas, and the AIM-260 JTM missile, which can reach Mach 5. Despite the rise of NGAD, the F-22 Block 3035 remains a top priority for the U.S. Air Force and will continue to receive regular upgrades. J-20 Mighty Dragon. China's answer to the F-22 is the Chengdu J-20, also known as Mighty Dragon. It's a twin-engine stealth jet that made China the second country to field a production stealth fighter. With a long fuselage, forward-swept wings, and canards, the J-20 is highly maneuverable, but these features also reduce its stealth. Recently, reports claim a 95% success rate for the J-20 in simulated combat against the F-22, but only when paired with 3 supporting UAVs. On its own, the J-20's chances against the Raptor drop to under 10%. And keep in mind, the F-22 will soon operate with loyal wingman drones too. The J-20 carries 4 PL-15 long-range and 2 PL-10 short-range missiles, while the F-22 packs 6 AIM-120s, 2 AIM-9s, and a 20mm M61A2 cannon with 480 rounds, a weapon the J-20 doesn't have. As past wars proved, many dogfights still end up in gun range. While the J-20 may fly over 2,000 miles, the F-22 now benefits from stealth fuel tanks, boosting its range to 1,600 miles. And until China fits the J-20 with its long-awaited WS-15 engines, it's unlikely to match the F-22's supercruise or overall efficiency. B-2 Spirit. Fighters are powerful, but bombers still matter. The U.S. stunned the world with the B-2 Spirit, a stealth triangle-shaped bomber costing over $2.1 billion per unit. But it proved its worth in Yugoslavia, Afghanistan, Iraq, and Libya, flying 30-plus hours nonstop and hitting targets with precision. Its internal bay can carry up to 60,000 pounds of weapons. For nuclear missions, it can load up to 16 bombs, including the 1.2 megaton B-83. And even as the new B-21 Raider is coming online, no B-2 was retired until at least 2021. B-21 Raider. The B-21 Raider is a B-2 successor. Though its development was top secret, some details surfaced as early as 2015. It keeps the flying wing shape but ditches the sawtooth edges, making it look even more optimized for a high-altitude stealth flight. Despite being slightly smaller, the B-21 boasts a longer range and greater fuel efficiency, thanks to 2 engines instead of 4, an upgrade that helps it penetrate deep into enemy defenses. Alongside nukes, it will likely carry stealth AGM-181 cruise missiles. The B-21 is also future-proof. It's expected to integrate directed energy weapons, hypersonics, and AI systems to operate within the NGAD family, working with fighters, drones, and other platforms. China's H20 Stealth Bomber. China's response is the Xi'an H20, its first true strategic stealth bomber. Like the Raider, it's a flying wing designed for long-range missions, aiming to reach over 6,200 miles to cover areas like the Western Pacific and Guam. However, even the older B-2 outpaces it with 6,900 miles of range. And while the B-21 flew its first test flight in November 2023, with 3 units airborne by September 2024, the H-20 still hadn't flown as of March 2024. Final thoughts. China is clearly making big progress in stealth aviation. But in combat readiness, tech integration, and real-world experience, the U.S. still leads by a wide margin. So the big question remains, will Chinese and U.S. aircraft reach equal footing by the 2030s? Or are they destined to remain in different leagues?